What is up, YouTube? My name is Clinton Granberry, and I kind of got something important to kind of address you guys right now. So, first of all, if you guys aren't familiar with Roblox, it is a game that I actually had played for the longest time, guys. I played it since I think 2013, and I've had an account all the way since 2013, still to this day of 2022. And then something recently happened, guys. My account actually got terminated, and I'm gonna actually go over those reasons why it got terminated, and I am going to, of course, address those reasons and hopefully help whoever is having the same situation as me. And I hope to get these resolved, but I just want to at least have my voice heard, so Roblox out there can see what is going on with this specifically. Anyways, if you guys aren't familiar with Roblox, it is a platform in which creators and developers can actually publish their own kind of game material and put it out there for kids and people to play. A bunch of just games. Whatever you make, you can literally make anything you want, and you can just straight up just make it through their platform and publish it through that. Anyways, guys, so with all that said, I was a clothing designer for Roblox, guys. So for instance, what you could do to make their currency, which is aka their Robux, which you could spend to buy items on the game, or eventually if you have enough of it, you could actually do something that's called DevX, and that is to make a little bit of money that you earned from the game and turn it into actual USD or whatever kind of currency you go through. I've done that a little bit, guys. I've DevX'd a little bit. I've made some money off Roblox, which is it was truly a blessing to be able to do that off of something, especially with someone me, and I suffer from a little bit of anxiety. And it's just it was helpful. It was definitely helpful for me to be able to help out, and surprise my friends with a little bit of gifts every once in a while that I would make from this platform. So it was definitely a blessing, and I just want to say no hate to this. I don't want to be like hating on Roblox, because they definitely helped me out there, and I've been a loyal player of Roblox for the longest time, and I'm very loyal to their platform, and I love the game in general, and I've just wanted to kind of go through what happened to me. So what you could do, guys, is you can either make games to make currency, make game passes, which are perks in games that you could pay for, or you can create other things such as items that can be set to customize characters, such as avatars and stuff. And that's where I came in, guys. I made clothing. For instance, if you guys went to play a different game, who doesn't want clothing on their like characters or something? You want to equip your guy with the coolest gear. So I made clothing, guys, and but I made like actual clothing, like for instance like stuff like Nike and stuff. Okay, this was back in the day. Okay, let's say I started off as a little kid trying to make clothing at, let's say 2014 or something. Okay, let's say that I wanted to make some clothing back then, and this is when I kind of started, guys. I started playing, like I was playing at 2013 and I was young, and then around 2014 2015 is when I started actually to like make clothing, and I wasn't good at it. Okay, guys, I wasn't good at it, but this is back in the day, and I decided to ask for help on people that would know how to design, and I would get better at design eventually. So I kept stepping stones. It would go further into the year. It would be, what is it, around 2016 right here, guys, and I published a Ralph Lauren shirt on 2016, guys. So Ralph Lauren is a brand, guys. You guys know him. Polo Ralph Lauren is a brand, a very popular, famous brand. What happened is I got a copyright strike for that. So for instance, if you guys don't know what DMCA is, copyright, it's like a trademark for stuff that like you do not own the rights to, which can put a strike onto your account. And if you get 3 strikes on your account, guys, your account is gone, terminated, deleted. So what happened is, let's say 2019 and back, or 2020, even that area, you were able to, like 2020 and stuff, you were able to still like publish branded clothing. For instance, Nike and stuff. You could have Nike out there. You could make Nike, you can make Air Force Ones, you could make Vans, brands like Adidas. All that stuff was there. Adidas were literally the most popular thing out there, guys. Adidas. And other people have had this problem too, and they would have a bunch of trendy clothes at the time. For instance, there would be Jordans, Adidas were the trendy thing. They would have Nike shirts, all that stuff, guys. Vans, the classic old school black Vans, and you could make them. You would have no problems with them, because it was just like you wanted to make clothing and nothing would be an issue. So I've made hundreds, guys, up to hundreds of clothing. I just kept stacking them up, making clothing, because I enjoyed it. I kept getting better and better until the time around 2020. And what happened is, guys, first of all, my first strike, okay, guys, it was when branded clothing became a thing. So I didn't even know, guys. It caught me off guard. My first strike, it was on some Air Force Ones. So I was like, okay, so Air Force Ones, because it had the Nike symbol on it. First of all, we were caught off guard because I was like, bro, why am I getting striked for this? Something that I made back then already. And I was wondering. So then they deleted the clothing for me, and I thought, okay, well, I guess it's just a strike. It's not gonna like hurt my account. It'll probably just like at the worst become a ban later on. but it's not like it's gonna be like something really bad to my account and damage me or whatever. In the future, guys, it came to the point where I got my second strike of branded clothing because the branded clothing became a thing. Like, people were getting IP banned for accounts that they've had for like 10 years of just straight up designing for big groups of clothing, and it was a mess, guys. They were getting caught off guard. All these designers that did nothing wrong, literally nothing wrong, they would just make something that was trendy at the time that they thought of no problem. The game was perfectly fine with it at that time. For the longest time, for years, guys, they were fine with it. And then these companies decided to start, you know, filing whatever copyright claims towards these people, and your account's just totaled after that. It gets terminated and IP banned. So you can't, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it tracks your IP. You can't even touch the game, guys. You won't be able to access the create an account feature on any Roblox like thing. You can't even access the platform, guys. No one around your IP or whoever's on your IP cannot make an account. And it also bans your syncing other accounts that are made onto your IP as well, so you just can't be touching Roblox. Anyways, guys, with that said, I'm just gonna go through some of this stuff. But for instance, I made my second strike, guys, was on a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. I didn't even remember that I made. I mean, I knew I made this like a long time ago. Like, I definitely did make it, but this was when everything was fine. It was Polo Ralph Lauren, dude. It was because it was trending at that time, and I wanted to make a polo shirt so people would have a polo shirt. Like, it was unique and stuff. And this was during 2016, and I'll show you guys right here. Right here it says in 2016. I'll show you guys this exactly. Hello, we are reaching out to let you know that the following content has been removed from Roblox. Red Ralph Lauren sleeved crewneck polo shirt. This was from a group, guys, named Cheap Trills, and this was one of my old groups I designed for. Very old group. Because guys, look it, I created this in 2016, and I get a strike for this. Oxford, I get a strike for this in 2021, bro. 5 years later, I get a strike for this. And I'm not trying to like be like complaining, but like that's a little bit ridiculous for something that was in the past that I didn't even know was just floating around there. So Roblox tries to resolve this a little bit. So Roblox decides to try to make a process, guys, to fix that, which is the remediation program. How do I enroll in it? So if you are a designer that has branded clothing and stuff and you want to try to get this stuff removed, hopefully, which I tried to do, guys, is you look in here. I'm gonna read this to you guys right now. Carefully read our educational materials found here. They contain a lot of information about our intellectual property rights. Within 10 days of receiving this message, send an email to copyrightagent@roblox.com. With the message, I have read the educational materials and want to enroll. And your username in the body of the email. Please note that if you are under 13 years old, your parent or legal guardian must contact us on your behalf. Closely review content you previously uploaded on Roblox. If you're not sure whether you have the right to use that content, please remove it. You can find more about our removal tool. So right there, guys, is their kind of process to try to fix it. And then right here, guys, when will my strike expire? If after completing our remediation program, you don't receive a new DMCA strike within 12 months, your strike will expire. What I'm just confused on is, like, for the designers that done this and like being able to like delete all they can, how do you know exactly though? Because I mean, I know you can just delete that if you, like right there, if you're not sure whether or not, just delete it. But there'll be something out there, guys, that you don't even know that you still owned. Because on Roblox, they only have a delete from inventory button. They don't have a delete like this thing forever. So if they had that, that would be definitely amazing. But for a ban to be like this on something, let's say like my Ralph Lauren shirt back then, which I didn't even remember Cheap Trills, guys. I was like, dude, I was so young, guys. I was a little kid back then. I genuinely did not know, and I did not remember that I made something back then after making several hundreds of things, probably almost thousands of clothing and assets to this game, in which piggybacked off of me because I got a strike for making it. And what's confusing about it is, why would I understand that it's like a legal thing, that you shouldn't be copyrighting anyone. That's a violation for sure. And I know that it's a very serious thing because it's two companies, and Roblox can get in trouble for it too, since the people, or you're technically, I was making money off of stuff, currency, Roblox currency, off of other people's brands, which is, you know, it's not the right thing. But what I don't think is, I know they gave me this warning right here, remediation program, and I understand. I took that to enrolled in that, and there's some brands out there that are still confusing because some people have brands out, like let's say Balenciaga, Bape, those will be out there and they're doing perfectly fine. And I just don't get like how, us clothing designers would get a like IP ban for that though. Like, come on. What if I was a vicious hacker or something? What if I was saying just a bunch of offensive stuff, a bunch of racial like slurs and stuff? That would be more of a problem, okay? But I'm not doing any of that stuff, okay guys? I'm just playing the game, making clothing content or whatever for people to play the game with underneath the Roblox company, and get IP banned because I sneaking uploaded something back then 5 years ago, Ralph Lauren. So my third strike, guys, the final one that killed me, I'm gonna show you guys it right now. That one that finally just went overboard for my strikes, the one that I got copyrighted for last, was this right here. This, let me say this, guys, it happened like last night, okay everyone? Right here, guys. Rail right here, okay guys. So this is a good group, by the way. This is one of my friends' groups. I made this for their group. It was when everything was fine. Branded clothes were fine, guys. You could use this stuff. It's been such an implemented thing into the software already that it's like our clothing, Vans, and you know, Air Forces, all that stuff. There's so much in the game that why would you just start to like IP ban people for that, you know? I know it's serious. There's probably bots that spam clothing and stuff, but for the people that are really like good on the software, for instance, myself, guys, I don't do anything malicious. I just make clothing. I've been a support of this game. I've been here for a long time, guys. I've had a lot into my account. I've made a lot of purchases. I've had really good items on my account, and yeah, dude, for me to get IP banned for making, right here, guys, for making some Vans, dude, some checkered Vans on this account in 2020 September 6th, guys. Yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous, and I'm trying to just let you know, Roblox, because, you know, dude, no one wants to get their account terminated for this. I'm truthfully, like, being honest, I don't mean anything bad, and I was just making some clothing, dude, and if I feel like we should, at least for people in the future who make this, because there's so many people that make clothing. I don't know how this company like works and stuff. I'm sure it's really complicated, guys. You're a billion-dollar company. You're definitely doing something really good right there. Crazy, and I respect that. Like, that's insane. That I could never imagine like being like that. That's amazing on you guys. But I know that you want to like try to at least care about your people, and this just this shows right here. I try like sending appeals and stuff for this, and it's just like, it's seriously not my fault. I just wish I can you know, prove somehow with like this video or something that I truly made this like back then, 2016. I have no, I would be more than willing to delete all my clothing that I made, literally, for those copyrighted reasons. Like, whatever branded clothing I got, I will gladly just delete it, and or you guys can delete it. And that's what I wish you guys could have done. There's gotta be a way you guys can like wipe it with the tools, or just be like, these are all the things that are popping up. I don't know if the bots can pop it up. I don't know how that works, but there's gotta be a way, because I can't like physically, first of all, you can't physically delete a button. Even with the remediation process thing, it has the sync and remove tool on clothing that you have to send in. But coming to this, guys, it just doesn't make sense, because yeah, dude, we're just kind of screwed over a little bit. It's just kind of crazy, you know, because like I said, I could be a hacker or something like that, something crazy, and that would make sense to get a big ban, IP ban. How come I did 3 things that weren't even my fault from something that uploaded in 2016, dude, when it was perfectly fine? Everyone made it. Everyone made that stuff, and it was just it's in the internet. I didn't even know it was out there. I get pinged, I get striked for it, I get a warning, I do the remediation process, all that stuff. I forget I got this right here, this group that I designed for, some clothing that I designed for, 2020, and yeah, I'm count terminated, guys, all gone, terminated. And I don't want to sound like you know, like I'm making a big deal of this, but our voices deserve to be heard at least. And I just want to help out other designers too, because if other people got screwed over by this, like even worse than me. For instance, this is a designer named Carhartt, who I've actually had huge respect for. He's literally gave me lots of tips in my designing, and let me just read this for you guys. Is this some freaking joke? I literally just emailed Roblox in order to help or give advice and taken down 6 years worth of branded clothing, most of which I uploaded when new to designing and having a young mindset, not understanding DMCA issues. I have been working so hard. Bro, First of all, like back then, guys, it was even like an issue too when we were younger, because if we got like strikes when we were younger, we would have been able to at least been grasping what's going on with this DMCA. But they were fine with us uploading this type of content, which made it so freaking confusing right now. This is also him scrolling through all the stuff he's trying to find and his copyright clothing and branded clothing to try to fix it. And look at all that. You literally can't keep track. And this is the part that just rubs me wrong, guys. This is another designer, amazing designer, guys, amazing designer, Kane, and he got like literally the same thing that happened to me, guys. He got terminated. Let me just read this again as well. I got terminated over a Supreme X North Face jacket I made in 2017, something that I couldn't take off sale or delete due to it being in a group I no longer have access or permissions to. Do you guys hear that? Literally, first of all, he had no permissions, just like mine. It was on an old group. You don't even know that you have it. It was so old. And he literally was making the trend back then, guys. That's literally like the Goku drip jacket, dude. Supreme X North Face, that was perfectly fine back then. Like, there was no problems. Like, Roblox even, like, phase us during that. They didn't say anything about what might be happening soon. So, it's terrible. As Empress says as well, replying to Kane, another amazing designer, I either got ignored or was given no useful responses. He's had the same problem. Let's see. There was nothing Kane could do about his termination. Us designers literally can't take the things we made years ago down even if we want to. And I can relate to that so much. You can't take it down. There's no delete tool. Like, people didn't even get the chance to like even have the remediation process, the chance to have the removal tool thing that happened. Same with Emperor right here, in which he says, now this is extremely messed up. Just FYI, I have been trying to get copyrighted content removed from Roblox as well for more than a year, at this point with 0 responses from Roblox. It's almost as if you uploaded something copyrighted while you were a child. Another post to him that he had tweeted out, it's inevitably going to backfire on you and mess up your career when you're on this platform. And I've contacted their support twice, and they told me to basically archive clothing when that literally is not possible. And that is very true. It is not possible to archive clothing, even though there's an option, and it doesn't make sense. And it's sad to you know, see people being in pain of losing their account, because, you know, I can relate, dude. It makes you feel broken, dude. All that work that you've done, it just makes you feel like it was all for nothing, man. And you know, just having people have to go through this, it just, I can't believe it. Just like Kane said over here, man, 9 years of childhood memories wiped away in an instant. Dang, I can relate to that, because, you know, I remember being a little kid begging to my mom, asking for Robux to just get on, bro, and just play games with my friends, and I really did like enjoy those, guys. You had an amazing platform. You still have an amazing platform, but like, you gotta think, bro, your platform is your people. And I'm not trying just to hate on Roblox or call you out really bad. I'm just trying to say, like, there's got to be a time and place, you know, just to do the right thing. Like, this is affecting people who genuinely love and enjoy making content on this game. Because in my opinion, I think the clothes are a really big part of the game. And yeah, I mean, your game's definitely, it was a blessing for me, and I've loved your guys' game platform that you guys do. But I just, you know, I want to be honest that this is like a little bit of an issue, and I don't know if you guys can look further into this for others as well, not just myself, but others who are having this problem too, and not have to be as worried about them losing their account for making something in the past that was branded. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say. I know a lot of other people have had this issue though, for real, guys. If you guys are doing this, all I recommend is try to do all you can. Like, I've tried hiding my inventories so people can't see the clothing that I've made in the past, if it's branded or whatever. I've tried off-selling all my stuff, remediation process. I've tried asking support forums for help on that, and like, meaning that I did not want to copyright anything, and if stuff I can get deleted, I'd be more than willing to delete stuff. And same with other people, they've done that too. But yeah, guys, all I can say is, if you're just starting designing, don't even mention the name of the brand that you're doing, and try to make it at least like no Nike swooshes, no logos, guys. Just do your thing. Make it look like clothing. Like, you can make it look like shoes, but if you're doing Vans or something, I don't even know if they might trademark you for that little line they do in the Vans. So just be careful, okay, guys? Seriously, be careful out there. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Yeah, guys, you know, I'm sorry that this happens to you, if it did happen to you. Hopefully, I don't know if it will get resolved, but I really do hope that my account gets resolved. Would be nice, because we don't deserve this. We don't deserve to sink and lose a 10-year-old account, bro, on something that I worked really hard on. Excuse me. But yeah, guys, really do appreciate you guys watching this, and show some support if you would like. Appreciate it. Y'all take it easy, stay safe. I'm out. Peace.